A preview of what's to come.
That's right, just do it. Let's go to Sherard Village. I'm speaking in shitty Russian accent because I can't actually speak in Russian accent because I feel like I'm becoming even more and more racist. I'm gonna stop talking now before I screw shit up again.
Sorry. Remember last episode?
Unfortunately, this is the part where I go to jail because, you know, look at this. How the hell am I going to explain this to somebody? This is like a jail sentence waiting to happen.
Now back to suffering in my chair.
Good morning, afternoon, or evening, everybody. It's Avarice Puma here, and I'm done with this intro, so let's get on to Sacred Sword Princesses once again. I run out of stuff to say all the time, so I just roll with half of this stuff I'm just saying. Including right now, because I don't write scripts for gameplay, because I just let it go and happen. Unless I'm doing an off-brain review, and I just kind of, you know, actually have to write stuff down and talk like a normal human being. Oh, some actual plot right here. Hidden Crisis. I forgot I actually have voices for these guys. Okay. How could this be possible? The night goddess Narcissus. Don't the moon goddess and the night goddess, the two goddesses, guard their people talk either? I thought the dark evil force was an inexplicable evil. I was just surprised as you when I heard the Empress Athena mention the night goddess Narcissus. Only Averse did not hear it, which is why he mistook the origin of the dark and evil force. At first I just wanted to ask questions, then I saw the look on Luna's face. Back then, I thought the Empress Athena must have been deceived by the dark evil force into thinking it was the night goddess Narcissus. I didn't think the night goddess could actually harm our people. How could she? I was just surprised and confused when I heard this. But when my heart asked the moon goddess, she replied faintly that this was a war between her and the night goddess, man. The dark evil force is the dark power of the night goddess, man. What about the ritual at the altar? If the object of the altar ritual holds sacred power of the moon goddess, it will counterbalance the dark evil force of the night goddess. But if the opposite is true, man, if vice versa, it would help the night goddess? It seems so, man. Actually, locations of the 12 altars are balancing points of power between the two goddesses. If a verse performs a ritual with the moon goddess and the altar, together their sacred power can defeat the night goddess. The night goddess will likely be weakened, or even destroyed, man. If the time comes, destroying the dark evil force will mean that the night will no longer come to this continent. You mean Megardia will become a world of eternal sun? Or shall I say there'll no longer be night, only endless days of sun, man. Wow, the plot thickens. So what we're doing is actually bad, so there's a constant cycle between day and night, and we're killing the night, basically, even though the night is harming our people. Whatever, I don't know the plot anymore. I'm just here for the bangage and smashage. I disappoint myself. At least I'm getting a lot of materials for this, because I don't want to spend time leveling up my shit. Forgiven. Losing nights forever would also mean that the stars and moon would lose their mutual embrace. Is this result really the right choice for the people of Megardia, or even for the two goddesses? I don't know, man. In any case, the gods' affairs are not something we can just understand and just interfere with. I only know since the sacred sword has the power to dispel a dark, evil force, it can save my hometown that was swallowed up by evil forces. So even if the consequence will be the loss of night, I'll do just the same. Natalia, man. You're making a lot of emotional points here. Even though the story is just as good as a piece of plywood getting smashed in half. You know what? Never mind. Luna, these truths must go to These truths must be told to our other partners. If someone is unwilling to go on the journey to eliminate this dark evil force because of these truths, that is their choice. We must respect them. Yes, I don't want anyone to be see through all this. Only to learn the truth is the end. Including a verse, man. Wait. Don't tell a verse first. Are you worried that he'll choose not to continue helping us eliminate the dark evil force? Well, I know it's somewhat selfish, but then you should know how Luna feels. In fact, Luna's also facing the same dilemma and is at a loss. Luna is very wrong. She shouldn't hide these truths or something was risking our life to fight. Alas, man. Sasha's right. It's true. I'm sorry, Luna. I was too stern with you just now. Dahlia, are you no longer angry with Luna, man? Yeah, you must feel terrible hiding these truths the past few days. Alas. Wow, they're emotionally bonding and forgiving each other. Guess what? I lost point in the story about as soon as I started. I don't know what I'm doing. I just randomly started speaking and it just happened. I guess that's how it goes with most of my videos though. Except for their off-brand reviews. I actually play that shit out. Sorry. Hi again, Juan, whatever. Okay. You're back. Does Luna feel better? It's okay if she needs something more. I found a magical desert called Fresh Fruit Ice Ball. The round cubes are covered with fresh fruit juice. It's super delicious. Arigato gozaimasu, Trishna. You are so kind to Luna. So touching, man. Luna, why are you crying? Trishna just want to help you get out of this summer heat. You don't need to be so moved. I'm speaking in third person. It's just because... Where's Rig? She said there was more important information and left to inquire. I'm sure she'll be back soon. Look, she's heading back already. Rig, do you have any important information? Well, some of my men I had sent collected information in the Charlotte village not far from here. Some about John's whereabouts. Oh, has Joan already been in touch with the Empress there? If Joan's in touch with the Empress, then the Empress must be close by again. But my information is just Joan was found alone this time. Let's go. Oh, I forgot you're Russian. Shit. What is Rig going to do when she sees Joan this time? Rig would of course be presently to persuade Regimental Commander Joan to believing that she's been bewitched by a dark evil force. The Empress welcomes and waits for her to return to Dion to continue her service. Rig's idea is honest and straightforward, but what if it happened in Athena last time? Joan's disappearance apparently proves that she's been dominated by the dark evil force. In a head-to-head confrontation, we may not be able to stop her for long. Then, what should we do? I suggest we go to Shrine Village quietly and follow her secretly. When we get in the right place, a verse will do his part. Excuse me? Me? Of course you. We don't have the sacred sword that banishes the dark and evil forces, do we? But she's already been polluted. Will she really be willing? We'll have to play it by ear. It's better than your ability to sacred sword messenger than it's just to sit around and let the target get away. That's right. Just do it. Let's go to Sherard Village. I'm speaking in shitty Russian accent because I can't actually speak in Russian accent because I feel like I'm becoming even more and more racist. I'm gonna stop talking now before I screw shit up again. Sorry. I want to get this over with. Let's keep going. Trap. Excuse me, are you the Colonel Knight to Dion's Kingdom Juan? Juan? Oh, well, she doesn't have a voice. I have to give her another voice again. Actually, I could look up what kind of voice I gave her in the one episode. I may actually do that. Shit, what kind of voice did I give her? That's gonna take a little bit. Nope, that's my other playlist. Where the hell did I... You know what? Fuck it. I'll just give her a different voice. Help is right too. Who are you? I'm the emissary sent by the Empress of Orpheus. I hereby invite you to a palace for a meeting. Oh, how the Empress of Orpheus know my location so shortly after I arrived at Charlotte Village? This is... I don't know. Alright, lead the way. John followed the soldier out of Charlotte Village into a nearby forest. They gradually traveled deeper into the forest.
Well, this isn't the way to the palace at all. Who told you to trick me into coming here? Show yourself!
Oh. Alright, well done. Now it's our turn. After the emissary impersonating soldier nodded and hurried off, Rick appeared behind a nearby tree.
It's you again.
Regimental Commander John, you've been tainted by dark evil forces. Please awaken now from this state.
Bullshit. I serve the night goddess Narcissus, not some dark and evil force.
Actually being deceived by such a big lie. It seems that that's the only way. The first staggered out from behind another tree as if pushed out by somebody. Hi.
We've met before. I heard you're the Sacred Sword Messenger, right? Very good. I haven't met a well-matched adversary at swordsmanship for a long time. Don't modestly decline. Show me your sword. God damn it. I can't hit her with my sword. My sword will become flaccid and weak. Reverse gave a helpless smile as he braced himself to approach John with a drawn sword. Yeah, why don't you drop the sacred sword and fight me? Are you seriously ignoring my challenge? Well then, I'll teach you to dare to reject me, the great Juan.
I just fucked up that whole phrase. Battle! Oh, we're actually against Juan, or some bullshit. Force control. No, that's not it. you can't use the word force, because that's just gay. As Rig was talking to John alone, Reverse hesitated behind a tree, wondering if he could be brave enough to approach John in spite of his fear of the sword in her hand. Don't worry, I've seen the sacred power in John's body. She may be temporarily blinded with a dark and evil force, man, but she can still become a vessel through rituals. Man! And this isn't your ability as a sacred sword messenger to able to attract your targets. There shouldn't be a problem, man. But, alright, even Luna says so. You should just trust yourself. Go on. Dahlia saw a good opportunity to give Everest a sudden hard push and shoving out behind a tree. I came out and had no choice but to face the challenge of Regimental Commander Juan, known as the strongest swordsman in Dione. Hi. Seeing Juan's murderous look, she drew her sword. I couldn't focus my gaze on Juan's perfectly round boobicles, as well as the strong and toned curves of her well-trained body. I should just talk in first person. I gazed at her cleavage down to her smooth abdomen, seeing that she had left these parts of her body unprotected by the armor for sake of flexibility. I wanted to see the rest of her body uncovered. A desire sparked in myself to remove all of her armor.
Ignore me? I'll pierce you with the spot of my sword.
Enraged at my silence, Joan raised her sword and rushed towards me. But suddenly she stopped, contradicting her intentions. She stood with a confused look.
What is this feeling? My body feels a little hot.
Seeing her face, seeing her unusual reaction, I boldly walked over. Are you hot? Let me take off your heavy armor. I don't want to do this anymore. The sacred sword against the evil. It's probably going to be... Okay, never mind, we're good. Upon confident approach and touch, Juan instinctively raised her sword again with a confused expression, but before she could swing her sword, I grabbed her wrist. I'm gonna kill you! Seeing Joan's angry and confused eyes excited me. Oh my god, you're so weird. And my original fear gradually receded. She constantly struggled, but couldn't escape my grip. I grinned and I said, "Is this really Rig's most admired Colonel Knight? She's not as strong as I thought." This exceedingly riled her. Successfully, kid.
What do you say? Damn it! Why is my body failing to exert itself?
You seem to have lost the favor of the Night Goddess, I said as I touched Juan's smooth stomach. She shivered and panted in my arms. Okay, cool. Just put that on my screen.
Alas. Let go. You're not allowed to use your dirty mouth to speak in the name of the Night Goddess.
I was thrilled to realize that she even was stronger than Rig. Joan could not still resist my grip nor my touch. Her body was getting hotter and softer in spite of her disgust.
Oh, yes, okay.
After pushing Joan to the ground, I held her down with my body weight and not letting her move. My sword stood erect between her buttocks in a feverish excitement. I turned Russian.
What are you trying to do? Stop! I'll cut you to pieces!
In addition to feeling Joan's untarnished revulsion, her delusion of, oh my god, that word's disgusting, of forcement filled me with guilt and twisted excitement in spite of knowing my intent was to save her. But it was intent to save her, to awaken from the dark and evil power, to save the world, as I told myself as I pulled her pants off. You know, I'm not a fan of forced, because that's like a tag on the F tier scale for me, okay? It's just not it.
Let me go! What is this? It hurts!
I inserted my fingers in her. Okay. Aww. I don't want to read this no more. Someone can read this all on your own, okay? This one isn't for me. You can be in... Yeah, get that off my screen. Sometimes I wonder if I just disappoint myself. Get to the next part, I guess. Awaken, my masters! The dark evil forces I joined was dispelled, and she fainted upon the completion of the ritual. Rig carried her back to the Charlotte village and stayed by her side, caring for her. After recovering her strength, Joanne slowly woke up.
What's wrong with me? These fragmented memories. Just what's going on?
Regimental Commander Drone, are you awake? Do you know who I am?
You are Rig. How can I be here? Remember the Empress was attacked by the Dark Evil Emperor. The Empress... Tell me, is Her Majesty alright?
The Empress is well, Regimental Commander John. Though Diane did not go through a thrilling battle. But indeed we have not disgraced your usual teaching and training. Everyone has been brave enough to protect the Empress and defend the Dione Kingdom. I did not press the right button.
Is that true? Well, that's great. By contrast, I was tainted by the dark and evil power, clouded by confusion and anger. It's shameful.
Don't blame yourself, Regimental Commander Ron. The Empress has always been grateful for the brave guard. She urged us to find your whereabouts.
I neglected my duty. The Empress... will she forgive me?
The Empress has no intention of blaming you at all. On the contrary, Her Majesty reproaches herself with the fact she did not stand up for you at the time.
Don't say that. It's a knight's duty to protect the Empress. Even I should say lay down my life for the sake of Her Majesty. This is also fearless glory.
My leg also fell asleep.
But Her Majesty died and cared so much for my life. I am really...
Don't be so sad, Regimental Commander John. I swear to God, I'm gonna be saying that way too much. Fortunately, you've awakened from the bondage of the dark evil force. Bondage is something to say about that. Now the Empress orders me to follow the Herald Goddess to carry out the task, so I hope you'll hurry back and continue to keep Her Majesty safe.
Of course, it's my duty. I'm anxious to return as soon as possible. I'll leave for Diona at once, but your task is more difficult than mine. Be sure to return safely.
Thank you, Regimental Commander Dron. I'll do my best to complete my task and come back to Dione safely. I need to stop talking like this.
Then we have an agreement. When our tasks are done, we will meet again in Dione.
And that will happen in like 10,000 years because, you know, I don't know if this game gets updated. Ah, my back! I'll continue for a bit. I'll do the next chapter, and then I'll leave it there because, you know, I need to keep these videos somewhat moderate length. Unless the game crashes. Alright, everybody. My name has been Avers Puma. Tune in next time for another episode of Sacred Sword crashing abilities. God. Yeah, enjoy yourselves.